you casting directors in the room, do you guys feel like you do have an opportunity to have a voice when it comes to regions or age or that may come up in a script, like that you would be comfortable saying, like, we need to find an authentic Mexican actor to play this role? Do you guys feel like you have that space?
Yeah. I mean, we have a pretty open relationship, I have, with the producers and the writers, and they would always listen to anything I would suggest, and anything that heads us to more authentic, they are all about.
I think that I work with people who are collaborative, so definitely if I have a concern of authenticity or I feel like it's very niche and I'm going to need a little more time to dig to find that authenticity, I'm going to communicate that for sure.
Right, and I wanted to bring it up so that you heard that out loud with us, you know, is that it really is, I always say, part of the job of being a casting director is to, the way that you get an actor hired is you make everyone else in the room think it was their idea, and that also comes to casting inclusively. Like we'll mention something and it becomes like the best idea they ever had, is really like, is our responsibility in the room, and we get to have those voices, you know, on your guys' behalf. So.
But I will say, Russell, with all due respect, that when you're on the older side than you are, I work with people now who really want it to be my idea. Typically the writers are younger than I am, considerably younger than I am, and I get hired not in all cases because I face the same ageism as any of you, but if they want me, they want to know what I know.
I will say that. When some age group comes up that they want someone that looks old, I gotta say, you guys really do take care of yourself, because my director is always like, oh, they don't look old enough, they look super, you know, should we go older? And I'm telling you that, like, that 75, 80, 85 still comes in like with a spring in their step, looking really good, and my directors are like, I need them to look older, and that's a testament to how good you guys are taking care of yourselves.
For our agents and manager in the room, how do you find, what are your, is it harder to pitch your senior actors, or how do you find that process?
I don't necessarily find it harder to pitch them. I do sometimes have to strongly encourage them to make sure their materials are recent. And for some of them, recent means not recent by other people's standards. So, you know, scenes up that are 10 years or less, not things brilliant though they may be that are 20 years old. And pictures, maybe they've forgotten to take new pictures for 10 or 15 years, and maybe time to...
Oh, look at me.
Just because I think that, and the other big issue, quite frankly, I think, is, as I don't have to tell you, more and more casting is going to self-tapes. And certainly there are some terrific companies in town that will help you with self-taping, but it can get expensive and it can be difficult, and I encourage them not to be discouraged or intimidated by the technology, because quite frankly it's dead simple. You know, once you get somebody to show you and you invest a little money in a tripod and, you know, maybe a slightly newer iPhone, and you really are able to do terrific work. You just have to be prepared for it, because when it comes along, chances are it's by tomorrow or by the day after tomorrow, and you want to be able to, you know, not be held back by the technology, because honestly, it's what's out there right now.
Candace, you?
Well, I don't necessarily find it difficult to pitch our senior actors. I just need to be aware of your skill set, and I think that's for every client that we have. There are times we don't know if you are a real AARP member, if you are a AAA member, or if you skate, or whatever activities or communities or groups that you belong to. Be sure to inform your agent. The more we know about our clients, the more auditions we can procure. I do not have to ask for timeframes, so I'm happy with that, because they are always available. They are able to make same-day auditions as long as there's a frame given. I think the biggest hurdle would be just knowing what it is that you are into, and there's a lot of truth in advertising these days, so they want to know, they want people that are real. The more we know, the more we can produce. So at the end of the day, just tell your agent, tell your manager what you do. If you're taking a new class, if you have a new skill set, just be sure to update us often. The more we know, again, the more we can produce.